What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. It's my final 7-round mock draft for the New York Jets. This one is a predictive mock, what I think the New York Jets will do in the 2025 NFL Draft. This mock draft is brought to you by Lofi, the best nicotine pouches on the market. Want to ditch dipping tobacco? Do what I did and switch to Lofi. 100% pure nicotine and always tobacco free. My two favorite flavors are the wintergreen and the mint. I got the mint one right here. When I feel a midday slump coming on is usually when I like to toss one in. So let's level up your nicotine routine with Lofi. Go to lofi.co/O'Leary and use promo code O'Leary to get 20% off your first order. Lofi has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind or realize it's not for you. Here comes the fine print. Lofi products are only for adults of legal age and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine and nicotine is an addictive chemical. All right, let's get into the mock draft. What I think the New York Jets are going to do. Armand Membou at right tackle out of Missouri. That is my official prediction for the New York Jets. I think they just want to finish the offensive line. You can make a strong case for Tyler Warren. I picked him last week in my what I would do mock draft. But for Armand Membou, totally see the vision. I would not be upset with Armand Membou being the pick. You finish out your offensive line and the potential on paper would be a top 10 offensive line in the NFL if they were to draft Armand Membou. Obviously, everyone has to be healthy and everyone has to play to their potential, but it could be a very, very good unit and a strong suit of the 2025 New York Jets. Round 2, pick 42, Mason Taylor, tight end out of LSU, someone that we talked a lot about this draft season. He is the son of Jason Taylor. I like the NFL lineage there. He kind of knows what it takes to be a pro as he's seen it, and he has someone in his corner who could give him, the advice on things that, he has to do at the next level in order to be successful. Obviously, Aaron Glenn has played against Jason Taylor teams for a long time, so I'm sure there's some sort of mutual respect there. Mason Taylor, good receiving tight end. I feel like he's getting better over a year. He's not a great blocker, but someone who could absolutely stretch the field with his play up the seam. Has really good hands. I would like him in the second round if the Jets go offensive line in round 1. Okay, round 3, pick 73, Kevin Winston Jr., safety out of Penn State. The Jets desperately need strong safety help. And now something that I've done, usually my first 3 picks are offense, but the Jets very rarely do exactly what I would like them to do. So instead, I'm going to try to make a prediction. The Jets need a lot of help at the safety spot. Their head coach is a former defensive back. We've seen Steve Wilks. The style of defense that he runs is really important to have a strong back end of the defense. So Winston, who was banged up this year, he was hurt, but really good, strong safety. You can come down and make plays at the line of scrimmage. Assuming health, Kevin Winston is one of the better value picks that you can get in round 3. Round 4, pick 110, back to the offense and wide receiver. Ty Felton out of Maryland. Good speed. He's 6'2", 186 pounds. He separates well, a bit of a burner. It's a little bit longer than I would have liked to wait on wide receiver, but I think I've kind of just come to the realization that the Jets wide receiver room outside of Garrett Wilson likely isn't going to be very good this year. That's just my feeling on it. Maybe things change after the draft. There's a veteran that shakes free, whatever the case may be, but I'm bracing for a weaker wide receiver room with hopefully a lot of passing plays to tight ends, a lot of passing plays to the backside of the backfield, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the Jets have 2 5th-rounders and 2 6th-rounders, so I have them packaging a 5th and a 6th to get up into round 4 and take Jamari Caldwell at pick 4, 123, or round 4, pick 123. He's an interior defensive lineman out of Oregon. He's a run-stopping interior defensive lineman. Is it sexy? No, he's not going to rack up sacks. He is going to eat in the interior of your defensive line. He should be an immediate impact guy as an early down run stopper. So someone who plays, I don't know, maybe as a rookie, 30 to 40% of snaps, but that's honestly pretty good value in round 4. The Jets haven't really found guys on day 3 to give them much of an impact. If they find someone on day 3 like Caldwell, who I believe can be an early down player and a nice rotational piece, that's a win. Round 5, pick 162, Tyler Barron, edge out of Miami, 6'5", 260. You're taking him to be your big edge, right? He's not like Will McDonald, who comes screaming off the edge, is 240 pounds, is giving you the offensive tackle, a spin move, and getting after the quarterback. My hope is that if you're taking someone like this, maybe it's not specifically Tyler Barron, but just using him for the example as someone who goes in the 5th round usually, can he be your Michael Clemens replacement? Can he be a very, very, very poor man's version of what John Franklin Myers was in this defense? Unfortunately, Clemens has not been the JFM replacement that the Jets were hoping for. If Barron can do it, and again, I think we're underrating the impact of JFM. I don't think you're going to find someone in the 5th round that's like, oh, the new JFM. But can he play a similar style of role as that bigger edge who does some of the little things like keeps containment in the run game, sets the edge, but is good in the run, maybe gets a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. Something like that is my thought as like the Jets maybe 4th edge. They still need an edge 3, but that's a story for another day. Last pick, round 6, 207. I'm going to go Jonah Monheim, interior offensive lineman out of USC. You play both guard or center. He's a very versatile offensive lineman, which the Jets have shown to like in the past. I don't know if this regime is going to feel the same way, but the Jets are in an interesting spot because both Elijah Vera Tucker and John Simpson are in the final years of their contract. So there's a chance that one or both, hopefully not the case, that they aren't back. So Monheim as a potential developmental interior offensive line who maybe not this year, but in 2026 could be looking to push as a starter if you lose one of AVT or John Simpson, I think is good. Now, I'm pro retaining John Simpson and Elijah Vera Tucker, and then you just get better and cheap interior offensive line depth with a guy like Monheim. So that would be a win in my book. But you kind of want to plan accordingly, and interior offensive line very much so could be in need a year from now. So that's my predictive mock draft for the New York Jets. What do you think the Jets do in the 2025 NFL draft? Let me know in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.